adventure. Solve the math problems of the forest. I see one now. Look at it, sitting there waiting to be solved. I think I know how to do this. Step 1. We're gonna solve this triangle. 90 plus 55. You subtract that from 180 and you get 35. So our B is 35 degrees. You got that? Yeah. Step 2. Gotta solve the angles that are around it. Look. This is 90 degrees, so 55 minus, well, it's 90 minus 55 is 35. So our angle A right here is 35. Part 3. Now if we look down here, we gotta find this side. So we're gonna use the stone of tangent to figure this one out. Tangent. No! So, based off of our triangles, we're going to do tangent. So based upon our triangle over here, we take the tangent of 55 equals 11, that's this side, over x, which is right here. Comes out to be 7.7. Yeah. 0.4. You look down there, you see the 16 plus the 7.7 equals 23.7. So our triangle side, 23.7 feet. Part 5. We gotta solve the next part of the triangle. Our angles are 90, 35. Subtract that from 180, you get 55. As I was saying, 35, 90, 55. Alright, now to find x, we're gonna have to use the lost sign. The love sign. Alright, here's how we set up the sign problem. Do the sign of 55, that's our degree down there, equals x over this length, which is 23.7. And that's going to equal 19.4. Almost done. To find z, we already know from this triangle that it's 16 plus 7.7, which is 23.7. So that's going to be the same thing as z. 23.7 feet. Final step. Our curve is 180 feet. How many parking spots can we fit in there? Based off of our number for y, which is 13.4, if you do 180 divided by 13.4, it's also 13.4. 13.4 parking spots. Alright mates, thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me solve this math problem. I'm off to go save some more!
Let's double check our map. In the original problem, we used sine and tangent to solve these. Instead, we're going to use cosine for both. Let's start with our first triangle. Instead of taking the tangent, we're going to take the cosine of 55. And that comes out to be roughly 0.57. So we have the cosine of 0.57. And from our deeper math knowledge, we know that cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we're trying to figure out the adjacent side. That's x. And then we have the hypotenuse, which we know is 13.4. When we solve that, it ends up being 7.7, matching our original answer. Let's double check our second triangle. We're going to go ahead and take the cosine of 35 instead of using sine as we did the first time. And we're going to take the cosine of 35 equals x over 23.7. So cosine being adjacent over hypotenuse. We're going to pretend we don't know that answer. This is what we're going to find. This is x. And this, 23.7, we already know is the length of the hypotenuse. Cosine of 35 equals x over 23.7. When we solve this out, it comes out to equal 19.4, which matches our original answer.